Hi, we're going to talk about challenges in the future that we're going to face. So, in the next slides, we're going to talk about three topics: climate change, overpopulation, and global pandemics. So, the first one is climate change. The question that we're going to answer is why this must be a concern for our society. So, to start talking about, we're going to give like a very short introduction. So, climate change affect all the world and not only some populations. So this is a fight that we all should do and face. Nowadays, people don't know exactly what is or they think that is false due to the inaccuracy of the data that gives rise to false myths about climate change. So this due to the activities of the human being that releases different emissions into the atmosphere, which causes the Earth's temperature to increase exponentially, and in this way there are strong variations in the climate as we can see lately, such as hurricanes, heat waves, and drought. Melting of the pole, which causes the rise of the level on the sea, and as a consequence, floods and danger of disappearance of certain island states like Florida. The global increase in temperature endangers also the life of fauna, flora, and even that of the human. So, to combat this, we must mitigate the emission produced by human activity. Climate change will not affect only the islands and coastal areas. This is also linked with heavier and more frequent rainfall, leading to destructive inland flooding in regions like the Midwest. Well, now moving on, we're going to talk about overpopulation. So, this is a massive growth of individuals that can lead to the depletion of natural resources due to the excessive consumption by people. So, the consumption advances faster than it takes the planet to regenerate them. Also, the excessive consumption of natural resources and growth in the production of energy and fossil fuels has a negative impact on the environment, contributing into the climate change. More specifically, in their degradation, such as deforestation, desertification, and extinction of animals and plants, finding a close relationship with global warming, as I told you before. So, this is the most direct consequence of the measurement of greenhouse gases. On the other hand, overpopulation increases the unemployment rate and the cost of living due to the reduction in the feature of natural resources, causing hunger, poverty, and malnutrition. Over the past of the years, the main resources will not take a vast of the time of consumption. So, in the near future, population are going to face a war for who will be in charge of those main resources such as water, food, vegetables, etc. Well, now, last but not least, we're going to talk about global pandemics. These are easily transmissible and more settlements or environments that are not suitable for health, which helps the virus to adapt and invade the host. It is very important to know and recognize how to avoid this. The increase in population and the massive migration of people multiply the risk of acquiring the virus as well as expand its speed and reach. So, in summary, we can see that the three problems have a close relationship or that they are linked. So, everyone must to be concerned about these three topics and face it and make big action to end with this. And the most important concern for us now is that all of these three topics can end with the life of all human beings on the planet, also animals and plants. So you have to take care of our main resources. And that's all. Thank you.